I'm Sarah from The Upcoming. Such a pleasure to be able to speak to both of you today.
Thank you.
So, of course, this absolutely incredible true story, almost stranger than fiction, you might say, happened 4 years ago now. So I'm really curious to know at what point you decided to make a film about it and why now seems like the right moment. Ron, let's start with you.
When I read the script by William Nicholson, he'd already been working on it for nearly a year. And it was incredibly well researched, and there were so many surprises. I understood the headlines, but I didn't have a grasp on the real human interest story, and sort of so much of the drama and suspense that existed beyond what I was aware of. And so he had achieved so much with that screenplay that I felt it was kind of a gift, this opportunity. The themes were so rich, so interesting, and very contemporary. So I think there is an urgency to getting the story out there because it speaks to our moment now. And what the people involved in that rescue gave us was an object lesson in the possibility of coming together and really achieving something very positive and very remarkable. It was a long shot. They all knew that. And yet they took those risks, physical, emotional, and financial in many instances. And they made something remarkable come to pass.
I mean, you're no stranger to kind of ambitious productions, thinking of Apollo 13 and other films you've done. But this seems even up another level. And I actually interviewed the directors of The Rescue who did the documentary and the lengths they had to go to. So I can't even imagine as well for you guys. So from both your perspectives, how intimidating was the prospect and how did you make it all happen?
Well, I'll start, and because Billy became a key role in all of this, it was very intimidating to me. The diving was a huge challenge, but I understood, sort of how to tackle that with Molly Hughes, our production designer, with our divers. We had the real divers conferring with us so that we could understand, sort of really what happened on a granular level, where the most dangerous, places in the cave were, what it took to navigate it, and how we could photograph it and stage scenes there. That was a little more familiar. The other part was this international quality to this story, East meeting West. And I really wanted to honor that and get it right. I felt like there was entertainment value in it, and I thought it was central to this story and the thematics. And so on that level, I had to trust, because I don't speak Thai. I don't have experience with Thai culture. And I had to trust not only my co-producers who came in, Billy's a writer-director, Raymond is a writer-producer, but also the cast members. And they had to believe me that I wanted their input. I wanted them to help me get this right. And so the bar was very high in my mind in that regard.
Mm-hmm. So I would like to express my thinking about this as well. So we started by hearing what is Ron would like to make happen in this film, which is just to show the high spirit of humanity when they're coming together and make something impossible possible. So after that, we kind of talk among the Thai team, and yes, this is going to be the message that we will deliver. And we work around that core just to contribute with our expertise and our cultural insight to make the world building credible. So this film is situated in the north of Thailand, which has its own dialect and also the own cultural belief. So we just need to research into that and make things credible and make things authentic as much as we could, which we achieved really well.
And I just have to mention the incredible cast you managed to assemble with Vigo, with Joel, with Colin. So how you brought them all on board, and also what you hope people take away from watching this. I mean, it really is such an uplifting story and a kind of a tribute to human ingenuity and bravery.
Well, really, everyone involved they were impressed by Bill Nicholson's script. I think they could hear my excitement and passion for the project. The aspects of it that I was most focused on. And I said, this is an ensemble film. It's not a vehicle for stars, but it requires great actors. To bring these little scenes together, these short scenes in nuanced ways, and yet, express on a human level, the detail of the risks that were taken. To create that empathy. That requires great acting on the Western side and on the Thai side as well. And everyone really rose to the occasion, including, our Western movie stars who completely subjugated themselves to the process and made everyone feel like they were just part of the team trying to get this film made in a most responsible and effective way. And the Thai cast also, of course, raised the stakes for us when they arrived, because you recognized that in Thailand, this is a very personal story. And so for each of them, they're taking a personal risk by conveying, dedicating themselves to this sort of group of Western storytellers who are going to take on a Thai subject.
So actually, I think evolving in this storytelling is about trust. And in the process of making this film, we have a lot of trust and also a lot of collaboration. And I would call that we are doing international mission.
I think I'm out of time, but thank you so much for your time, and can't wait for everyone else to enjoy this incredible film, 13 Lives. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.